bit more, and I'll record. So I'm just going to dive in because I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know you're sacrificing time with your husbands or whatever it may be. So I am going to dive right into inviting, and also I want to kind of touch on handling objections because I know that that's a tough one too sometimes, and we really need to hone in on how to get better at, instead of looking at it as just an objection, kind of viewing it in a different way so we can actually know how to handle it. So I want to talk about that too. And I actually made slides again. I don't know, I'm kind of getting used to this whole being professional thing, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, perfect. All right, you guys. So can you guys can see this, right? I always ask, but I feel like I want to make sure. Okay, I'm going to just keep it like that so I can still see your faces instead of blowing it up. But okay, so the inviting process and handling objections. Here we go. We're going to dive right into it. So the inviting process, I think the number one thing that you have to remember when you're inviting people or when you're making that first connection with people is forming. And what does that mean? It really just means get to know them, ask questions, get to know their goals, and be the most amazing listener you can be. And, you know, and this is crucial, you guys. You don't want people to just feel like that you're trying to sell them something, because I always say it, we don't sell, right? We just have to connect. We have to build friendships. We have to get to know the person. They really don't want to know a whole lot about you at first. They want to see how much you care about them. Okay, so I want you to really remember that when you're talking to people. And I'm going to rewind just a little bit because I know that a lot of times we struggle with actually that initial conversation. So maybe you are expanding your market. You are, inviting your friends. You are friend requesting people because you want to expand your friends on Facebook or whatever it may be. And then we're like, well, now what do we do? What do we say to them first? And I think that initial conversation, again, and I'm going to cover this a little bit, but you know what? You friend request them. If they accept your friend request, that's when you can message them because they just gave you the okay, like, okay, I'm going to accept her request. They just said, okay, I think I like her. Okay, so that's like the go ahead to, I can message you now. And so before I even message people, just make sure you go on their profile, see what they're like, see what their interests are, see if you have anything that you can relate with them with, see how involved they are in their job or in their family or whatever that may be, and form the friendship that way, okay? So that's kind of one way to form the friendship. Now, in this example, I'm kind of thinking it more as somebody commented on your challenge group invite post, and they said, you know what, I want to know more, I'm interested, or they filled out your challenge group form or whatever that happened. That's kind of what I'm going off on this kind of slideshow type presentation. So, when you have somebody who messages you or they commented on your post and they say, tell me more about your challenge groups. What you don't want to do, this is what not to do, guys, okay? So if they're like, I want to learn more about your challenge group, do not just say, yeah, here's the link. It's so awesome and you're going to get everything that you need for success. Oh my gosh, okay? Don't do that. You have to form the friendship. You have to form the relationship. And I can tell you right now that when you form that relationship, when you build trust in the very, very beginning, you're more likely to be able to handle the objections that might come up later because they're already going to kind of trust you. They're going to like you a little bit better instead of just thinking of you as some random person who just wants to get them in your challenge group, okay? So this is kind of an example. I put some examples on here just so you know kind of how I word things and how I talk to people. So my example here, so somebody messaged me saying, I want to learn more about your challenge group. I say, Hey, Jasmine, I'm so excited that you're interested in learning more about my challenge group. I would love to tell you all about it. What interests you the most about my challenge group? What are some of your main health and fitness goals? Do you currently work out? What are your eating habits like? I would love to get to know you better so we can figure out the best plan of action. Okay? I said nothing about my challenge group. I said nothing about what I really do. I said nothing of the sort. I put it all on, I want to get to know you. I want to make sure that I recommend the best thing for us to do to work together, you know? So that's just an example of what I say. I ask a lot of questions, and you get to know them, okay? And usually they'll message you back pretty soon, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna move on. After they have answered all your questions and they say, oh, my goals are this, I don't work out, I need help, I'm on the struggle bus with eating, I don't know, they can say whatever. And then that's when you can explain what you do. That's when you can go in and say, okay, this sounds like this is something that would really be a good fit for you. I would love to tell you all about it. This is what I do. Okay, that's when you go into there and you say something like, and again, I gave an example, you guys, because I think sometimes it just helps to know what's going on behind the scenes, like about like what Javen says, what I say, whatever, you know, but it kind of helps to see how people message behind the scenes, because let me tell you something. This is a side note. You cannot rely on your challenge group invite posts to bring people in. You can't just rely on your posts. You guys, that's probably 20% of getting people to join you. The other 80 is all the messaging behind the scenes that happens with those people. It's all about connecting with them. It's all about, you know, reaching out to people that don't even comment on your challenge group posts or whatever you post about. Reach out to them, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, so this is an example. They told me about their goals. They told me about their lifestyle, whatever. I'll say, thank you so much for sharing your goals with me. It really sounds like my challenge group would be a great fit for you. Let me tell you a little bit more about what you can expect when you join me. This is a group where you plug in for accountability and support. You get access to hundreds of workout programs that are completely planned out for you, along with meal plans and recipes for the entire year. A 30-day supply of my favorite superfood nutrition shake, Shakeology, that has helped me de-bloat, lose weight, curb those freaking sugar cravings, and I'm here to help you the whole entire way. What this means for you, and I always do this, you guys, what this means for you is I reiterate their goals. I say, what this means for you is that you will lose that 10 pounds that you want. What this means for you is that you're going to get a hold on your nutrition, and I'm going to help you the whole entire way, because this is a lifestyle change. You can say whatever you want, but reiterate what they just told you so they can be like, this is what I need. I need her. I need this exact program. I need to start today. Okay. So that kind of cuts out some objections right there, right? Because they can understand that, first of all, you care about them. And second of all, they really need you. You just told them that they need you. So that's really, really crucial there. And then I always end with a question after this. I always say, does this make sense? Ask me any questions. I'm always here to help. That's all I end with. I always ask, does this make sense? What are your thoughts on this? So that way they have a question to respond to. Okay? And if you have any questions, feel free to just drop them in the chat box, you guys, and then I can, you know, we can go through them after this. Okay, and then once you've kind of reiterated their goals, you've explained what you do, you've explained why they need to join you, then they're probably going to ask, or they're probably going to say something like, this sounds like exactly what I need. How much is it? I'm kind of on a tight budget. Like, doesn't everybody say that? Everybody says that, okay? So pricing and confirmation, this is when you talk about the price. You never talk about the price right away, okay? That is an immediate turnoff, all right? So keep that in mind too. You want to give them the price for everything you mentioned, and you want to be upfront and honest, right? People don't like when you kind of jump around the price or be like, yeah, it's this much, but this really, like, it's a really good deal. You know, like, don't do that. Just say it how it is and really make sure that you're owning the value of what you're doing. You are valuable and you are worth whatever price you're telling them that it's worth, okay? So give them the price for everything that you mentioned. And so an example here would be, this is kind of what I say. I say, so for everything I mentioned, it's $160 to get started, and the only monthly investment is your Shakeology, which is easily cancelable at any time. Does that make sense? I'll just keep it super simple, and then they'll probably ask questions like, well, how much is Shakeology per month? And stuff like that, and then I'll get to that in just a second. But I keep it simple. But then I also added in these questions to ask you guys. So depending on the flow of the conversation, don't be afraid to ask them if they're interested in any other products from Beachbody, okay? Now, this is something I kind of feel out person by person, okay? So not everybody is like open to like trying other things. Sometimes, you know, maybe they're just really like, I don't know, honed in on just spending money on one thing. You just have to feel it out, right? But don't be afraid to ask them, are you interested in trying our new snack bars that just came out? Right? Why not? Maybe they said they're on the go all the time. They don't have time to meal prep. They are on the run, whatever. Snack bars would be great for them because it's an easy grab on the go item. Okay, so maybe that was something they mentioned. So maybe add that in there. And then would you want to try Energize or Recover as well? Something like that. And then they'll be like, well, what the heck is that? And then you can explain it and they'll be like, oh, that sounds awesome. I don't have any energy, or I don't want to have sore muscles. You know, I want to prevent that as much as possible. And then I'll ask, do you want to add on the equipment for the 80-day program as well? You know, after maybe I say this price, and then I can be like, hey, for $20 more, you want to get the equipment for the 80-day program that's out? That way you have it when you're ready to do it. $20 more. Usually they're okay with that. And then I'll ask, are you interested in adding on a 3-day vegan cleanse for a discounted rate with this package? You get it for 40% off. Okay, so ask those questions. Don't be afraid to see what else they're interested in, because that's, first of all, they're going to be able to try products that are probably going to be discounted. Most of these are discounted, like the snack bars, you guys. If you add snack bars onto your challenge pack, it's 10% off right now. Okay, so think about that. I don't like the word upsell because that's like nasty, but don't be afraid to like ask them questions and ask if they're interested in trying some of the other products. And you know, first of all, they're going to get to try out these products. Second of all, it's going to build your volume, your personal volume, and that's what we all need, right? Volume counts in so many ways. So think about that. Okay, so I hope this is helping a little bit. I'm going to move on. And then, okay, so you tell them about the price. You guys talk about it. This might go on for back and forth for a little bit, just answering their questions, seeing if they're interested in anything else and stuff like that. And then they are going to be like, sign me up. How do I join? Let's do this right now, okay? Always happens, right? We always hope so, okay? So the enrollment options, basically, there's two options, really. They can just be a customer and pay for everything for full price in the future, or they can be a preferred customer, right? A discount coach, okay? And every single time I always ask, okay, so I'm just gonna read my example. My example is, yay, I'm so excited that you're ready to join and focus on some goals. Like that's really, sometimes I voice memo them and I say it like that. So there are a couple enrollment options. The first option, you can just sign up as a customer and pay full price for all your future orders of Shakeology and all the other products. Or you can sign up for a preferred customer account and receive 25% off all of your future orders of Shakeology and anything else you decide to invest in later on. It's totally free to sign up and the savings are totally worth it. Okay, so I'll save something like that. And then they might ask a couple of questions like, well, am I obligated to anything for the discount account? No, you really aren't. If you're loving Shakeology, it's totally worth it, and stuff like that. So that's kind of how I say, you know, gonna get them signed up and give them the option, because it's always better to give them options rather than just signing them up and then they're wishing that they could save some money in their Shakeology, which they can always sign up later on. But why not sign them up right off the bat, right? And then from there, obviously, you can send them the link or build them a cart through Share a Cart. Okay, and if you have any questions about that, let me know. Okay, and then After they signed up, so okay, so they say, oh my gosh, I just signed up, I'm so excited. What do I do? They're like, oh my God, what do I do now? Like, I don't know where to start. Okay, so then I will usually voice memo. I do a lot, you guys. Usually I do that a lot because I want them to hear how excited I am and how pumped I am for them to start their health and fitness journey, okay? So tell them how excited you are. Like I said, I usually use voice memos so they can hear my voice. Tell them about having access to Beachbody On Demand right away and where to start first. So I'll just say, I'm so excited. The first thing you want to do, you actually have access to all your workouts, all your meal plans right away. So log into beachbodyondemand.com, log in with your account information, and just start navigating Beachbody On Demand. So I'll usually say something like that. I'll send them my new challenge email. And obviously, if they sign up as a coach, my new coach email as well, and add them to my challenge group or put them on a list if there's like a waiting list for the challenge group to open, okay? And then make sure that they know that you are there for them the whole way, okay? Make sure that they feel supported. Make sure that you show them you are valuable and that you are going to help them and they can count on you. So every single time somebody signs up, I always message them, remember, I got your back on this. I am here for you. I am here if you're overwhelmed, confused, if you have a victory to share, I want you to message me. I want you to share it with me. And then I always also say something like, you know what? I can't do the work for you either, though. I want to be here to support you, but you have to put in the sweat and the effort that it takes to achieve your goals. So, okay, so I kind of say something like that. Okay, so handling objections. I hope that was okay, you guys. If you have any questions, just ask after this. Okay, so handling objections. Now, this is a big one because I think this is kind of tough sometimes. It's tough because, you know, we can understand objections, right? We've been on the other side. So anyways, so handling objections, how to make objections the best part of the conversation. And Bonnie Engel just actually said that. And I liked that. I liked how she looked at the positive, like trying to make objections the best part of the conversation and trying to just kind of feel it out and figure out how to work around it, right? Okay, so I put this little thing in here. Just understand that objections usually are the limiting beliefs your potential customer is putting on themselves. They only exist if you let them. It's a protection mechanism to prevent fear, failure, and rejection. So if somebody says, well, I just don't have the time right now, or they make up some excuse, it's usually not because they really don't have the time. It's usually because they're scared. They're scared to commit with you. They're scared to fail. They're scared of joining yet another challenge group or yet another fitness program and it not work, or they can't stick with it. So their first reaction is going to be some type of excuse. It's too expensive. I don't like working out at home. I don't have time. I don't have money right now. I mean, I'm going on vacation next week. I don't know. It's always something. Okay, so shift your mindset into being annoyed that they always have excuses to trying to figure out, why are they making those excuses? You know, what is holding them back? And again, ask them those questions too. Like, I totally understand, girl. I don't have much time either, and that's why I love these programs. Like, always go back to your testimony on why you love what you're doing. You know what I mean? So they can relate to you and you have a testimony to share with them. And then our job is always not to convince someone to do this with us, but it is our job to help them come to the conclusion that this is something that could change their life if they just get out of their own way. So now when there's an objection that comes up, it's our job to figure out something behind that objection that's going on and how we can really maybe share our story a little bit more about Beachbody, share our transformation, share how it's helped us, in order to open their eyes, in order for them to realize, wow, well, this might be for me, because maybe she felt the same way. She didn't have any money when she signed up, or she didn't have any time when she signed up. You can even tell them, like, think back on when you first signed up, you guys. What were your thoughts? Were you thinking, oh, man, that's kind of expensive. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have time for this. Or, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can work out at home. I don't know. Think about what went through your head when you first signed up. You were on the other side at one point. Okay, so always put yourself in that position. Okay. Okay, so here we go. I just put 376 excuses. I've heard them all. Like, there's just never ending excuses, never ending. So these are just some things to think about when you're interacting with people, you guys. And this might kind of look all over the place, and that's okay. That's just welcome to my brain, okay? So your very first interaction should be a killer first impression. And I kind of already talked about that a little bit. Know who you're talking to. Know what they love. Know what they don't like. Know what their career is. Know how to explain things in a way that'll make sense for them. Maybe you're talking to a nurse who works 12-hour shifts and is exhausted, and they work nights. How are they going to have time to join your challenge group? They're so tired. Right, Chantel? And so you have to kind of realize who you're talking to. Maybe you're going to be like, oh my gosh, girl, I understand that, but I also understand that, you know, because you work those long hours, you need time for yourself. You need at least 30 minutes. You can dedicate 30 minutes of your time to working out and sweating, so you have more energy for your job, so you have more energy when you come home to hang out with your kids, whatever it may be. You can make it up, whatever, you know, but really hone into what they need, okay? That's just my point. And then always, like I said, click on their profile, see what they're all about. This makes us different from other coaches. You have to care. You have to show them that you care. Maybe you click on their profile and their dog just died or something like that. And you can be like, oh my gosh, I just saw your dog just died. I am so sorry to hear about this. Is there anything I can do to help? Maybe something simple like that. So they just know that you're there for them. And they're like, oh, why she's trying to be my friend? Like, what's going on, right? Maybe they need you like that. Okay, just show them that you care about their life. Be their friend, and they will sign up with you, more likely sign up with you because they love you and you've already created that relationship, okay? And just that relationship kind of blocks out some objections that might have come up if you didn't make that initial relationship first, okay? Remember to share, not sell. This is the start to hopefully not even coming against objections, like I already said, okay? Okay, another thing is when you're conversating with people, make it fun. Show your personality, you guys. Don't be some boring, dead person behind Messenger, because guess what? They're not going to feel your energy. They're not going to feel your excitement for what you do. Okay, so connect on a friend level. Use exclamation points, LOLs, emojis. Let them feel your energy and excitement through what you're doing, okay? So if somebody comes up to you and says, and objects something like, oh my gosh, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. And then I would use emojis. I'd be like, oh my gosh, girl, I am so busy too. And I really didn't think I would have time to get all my workouts in and meal plan and stuff like that. But I found that this program is so simple. The workouts are so short and effective that I've made it work. So something like that. What happened? Okay, I'm sorry, honey. Okay, and I'm almost done here, you guys. Handling objections. I've talked about this, I think last team call, but this is really true, you guys. Always use feel, felt, found. Okay, so for example, here's my example. So somebody says Shakeology is too expensive, okay? This is probably the most common one you're gonna come across. I would say, oh my gosh, I totally understand, girl. I feel that ever starting Shakeology, it has helped me in so many ways. De-bloat, lose weight, curb cravings, digestion, and I totally felt the same way about the price before I signed up. But what I have found is that I'm actually saving money on my grocery bill, utilizing these meal plans, and now I can put that money saved towards Shakeology, which is a huge key to my success in my health and fitness. And it's only freaking $4 a serving. You know, like you can kind of say that too. Like, this is only $4 a serving. Guys, I think a value meal at McDonald's is $5. So, I mean, which one is better, right? So kind of just figuring out, just put yourself in their shoes all the time. Share, like, I feel the same way, girl. I empathize. That's the word I'm looking for. Empathize with them and just let them know that you understand where they're coming from. Okay, guys, I am just concluding, and I just put a little list here. I'm just going to read it. So, in conclusion of everything that I just said, hold on, honey. Get to know the person you're talking to and ask them all the questions. Figure out what they need. Figure out what they want. All of it. Put value on yourself as a coach. Like, they are going to miss out by not joining you. Okay, this is huge in your business, you guys. Ever since and I've said this before, ever since I signed up as a coach, I have acted like I am like the bomb diggity and everybody should join me, even though I knew crap about what I was doing. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't know how to sell a challenge pack. I didn't know how to invite. I didn't know any of this stuff, but I acted like if they weren't joining me, they were missing out. So keep that in mind. Act like you've been coaching for over 10 years and your groups have limited spots available always. Always emphasize that your groups are filling up fast and there are only 3 spots left and that they should take action now, okay? Have fun in your conversations, make friends. That builds trust and they will want to join you. Crush their limiting beliefs and help them see the value in not only what you can provide for them, but the value in them. They deserve to feel good and confident in their skin. And most of the time, people just don't know. They don't feel like they deserve it. They don't feel like they can do it. They doubt themselves. They have fear. So it's your job to be that positive light into their lives and tell them that they can do this. Us as coaches, we are just professional encouragers. You guys, we just encourage people and tell them they can do this because anybody can if they put their mind to it. Be relatable always. Share the thoughts you had when you first joined a challenge group or purchased Shakeology, okay? Go back to that time and just think about what you were thinking, you know? I knew about Shakeology for like 12 years, you guys, and I was like, I would never buy that because it's like $130. Who has that type of money? I always thought that, so I can relate to the price until I actually knew what was in it, and most people don't. And that's another thing. Explain the benefits of it. Explain the ingredients. Google Shakeology ingredients and send them a freaking image of Shakeology ingredients so they can see what they're actually paying for. That's what helped me a lot. And then lastly, guys, kick objections in the face through your posts. Help your followers understand the value before even messaging you. So if you're having a lot of objections of, I don't have time, or something like that, maybe, you know what, next time you post something on your Facebook, talk about how you just kicked your workout in the face in 30 minutes or less and you're seeing these results and you have a busy day and you still got it done. Who doesn't have time now? You know what? Kick that objection in the face. And then, you know, talk about, I don't know, working out from home with your kids. That's a big objection. Like, people don't like to work out at home with their kids. Show yourself working out at home with your kids. Talk about it. Talk about the objections in your post and prove the objection wrong, okay? You can even talk about it in your post. So people realize, like, well, if she's doing it, I guess that I can't make that my excuse anymore. You know, there's moms out there that work full-time. They're coaching part-time. They're sharing their journey. They're still getting their workouts in. It is possible, and that's the things that you have to share about. So I hope that helped a little bit, you guys. Just kind of going over some example conversations and how to kind of flow into purchasing a challenge package or whatever they're interested in. So that's really all I had.
Yay, good job. You're awesome.
You're awesome.
Okay, so I just briefly wanted, it's not going to take long. I did not, teacher me did not make slides, and Jenna did, so I'm the slacker there. But I just briefly wanted, I've been talking to some of my girls and my coaches, and it seems like right now we're struggling with the fear of Success Club. So I just kind of wanted to just talk to you all as if you already know what that is, and hopefully just give you some tips and some peace of mind about that. So we should all know what Success Club is already, okay? And basically, like, if you think about it, if we're out there in the corporate world or you have any other job, you have these things either daily or monthly that you have to do in your job, correct? And it's going to hold you accountable to make sure that you are doing those things to push you in your job, or in this case, in your business. And that is what Success Club is for us as a fitness coach, okay? It's just the easiest way for us and our company to just track you and know that you are doing the right things, okay? So don't ever let, Success Club, hang over your head or be this fear of yours. All it is there for is to push you to make sure that you are, moving your business in the correct way, okay? And I want to talk about just briefly too that, Success Club has points on them. They do. We get points through Success Club. But what are you doing after the sale? Okay. And I don't even want to say sale, but what are you doing after you get those Success Club points? Okay. You need to be able to, continue that coaching, continue that support after you make the sale. Of course, you plug them into your challenge group. And guys, where you're going to get a lot of your coaches is, your rock star challengers, your people who see, the support you are giving and the encouragement and your challenge group. Okay. They're going to be the people that fall in love with Beachbody and the products and see what you're doing. And they're going to be like, hey, I could do that too. So really, I want you to focus on, how we are going about it after we get those Success Club points, okay? And I know we've talked about too, Success Club, guys, if it's not a non-negotiable for you, it needs to be, okay? Since day one signing up, I know Jenna and I, we had no clue what Success Club was. All we knew that if we did it, we would succeed. And from then on, it became a non-negotiable, okay? We do whatever it takes to make sure we are in that Success Club, because when you hit Success Club, that means you are doing the things to move your business forward and continue to grow your business. That's why Success Club's there. Guys, if you begin to tell yourself, okay, you miss it a month, you miss Success Club. If you begin to tell yourself that, it's okay, I'll be okay, maybe I'll do better next month. Well, you're probably not, because you're just going to continue to slack off and not put in the work that it needs to be, okay? That's just some tough love. When you make that Success Club a non-negotiable, you are going to do whatever it takes to make sure you're in Success Club, because you care about your business, you care about the people, and you're going to do those small daily activities to make sure that it leads to Success Club, okay? All right, some tips about Success Club that I've just wrote down, okay? Success Club, Jenna and I say it every single call, I feel like, but Success Club is nothing but consistency. And I tell you all the time, if there's one word I could, tell you about this business or how to succeed in this business, I would tell you consistency. And that's all Success Club is, okay? It's about, being active daily, being engaged on your social media, okay? Are you showing up and showing people that you are active with what you're doing? Are you engaged? Are you, sharing, okay? You have to show up and be consistent in all those things. Are you sharing your story consistently? Okay? Because if you're doing those things, then you're adding new people to your Facebook or your Instagram every single day, and they didn't know about your story when you shared about it 2 months ago. Okay? So make sure you're consistently sharing your story and how you got here and what you've overcome. And be a product of the product. Share about every single thing that you're doing, not only Beachbody On Demand, but this community, your Energize, your Recover, your Recharge, whatever it is you're taking. Make sure that you are sharing and you are telling how it is benefiting you, okay? So there's kind of like an equation, okay? When people see you or come to your profile, okay? You don't want to be a Beachbody billboard, okay? That's not what I mean by sharing consistency. Every single post absolutely does not need to be about Beachbody or coaching, okay? But there's kind of an equation. So what needs to happen is you share stuff about your life, what's going on, okay? You're sharing, well, here's a challenge group invite, okay? Then I'm going to share some more. Here's a coaching invite post, okay? It doesn't all need to be Beachbody or, you know, your workout videos, okay? Make sure you have an equation that when people go through your profile, I mean, even go to your profile right now and you could scroll through it and see if someone new came to my page, what would they see and what would they think about me, okay? And look at it from an outside perspective in, okay? So, guys, all Success Club is, okay, I want you to get away from like Success Club numbers right now, okay? You know, whether your goal is Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, okay? Success Club points are people. And that's what it boils down to, okay? What we are as a health and fitness coach is we are people helping people. And all those numbers are, it represents a changed life that you have changed. And that is something to celebrate and be excited about, okay? Not to be stressed or have anxiety over. But when you look at your Success Club points and you look at how you're doing, look at those lives and the people that you have touched and the lives that you have changed. And just look at it at that perspective. And I think you'll begin to feel, you know, just a whole lot better about Success Club. But just to wrap that up, you know, you've got to be consistent. You're not going to hit Success Club if you are not consistent in your sharing about your life, about your story, and about Beachbody and what it's done for you, okay? And let those Success Club points represent people. And hopefully that will give you a better perspective for that. And make it a non-negotiable from day one, okay? It's a non-negotiable. You're going to do whatever it takes to make sure you're in at least Success Club 5 each month. Because there's prizes and rewards and you're helping people.
And I think I wanted to just say something else to you guys, because we're all struggling this month, okay? This month is a struggle bus month, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. You're not alone, but let me tell you one thing. If you come into this last week, because guess what? We still have a week left, okay? A week left to hit Success Club. This is not the end of the month already. So I encourage you, don't be all, oh my God, I can't find anybody to help. I don't know if I'm going to do it. You know, like, get out of that mindset, you guys. Shift your mindset and go on turbo mode and invite 20 more people that day. Or, you know, figure out who you need to follow up with that you haven't talked to for a month or 2 months. Go find that person. Go back to all your posts that you did about inviting to challenge groups, about your health and fitness journey, and go see who liked that. Did you really reach out to everybody that showed interest in your posts? Did you really put in the effort? Ask yourself that. So instead of just being like, like I suck and I don't know, maybe this coaching thing isn't for me, pick yourself up, put on your big girl panties, and figure out who to help. You know what I mean? In an example, you guys, don't think of like, you can only help people on your computer. You can only help people on Facebook. You know what? Put your phone down when you're in the grocery line and look at who's checking your groceries out. Does she need an invite to your challenge group? Why not? You know what I mean? Like, she probably needs help in her health and fitness. Okay, so example, yesterday, this just happened to me yesterday. I had so much to do on my phone, you guys. Okay, so I was like, I'm going to take the kids to the park. I'm going to, you know, upload my video. I'm going to post on my Facebook. I'm going to, you know, voice memo all these people back that are interested in my challenge group. Guess what? I went to the park and I saw a mom there. And she had 2 kids, the same age as my kids. She was a runner. I was like, she would be a perfect coach on my team. I was like, I need to friend her. I need to put my phone down, get my focus out of my phone, and look up and see those people that are actually around you in your community that you can talk to. And don't say that you don't know anybody. You know your grocery store people, right? You go shopping. You know maybe your mail lady, or maybe, whatever. You know people you work with. Everybody you work with should be a challenger in your challenge group, okay? So think outside the box, you guys. Get out of the mindset that you're not good enough for this business, or that you're failing this month, because guess what? That's not going to do any good. It's not going to build your business, and that's going to come through when you're messaging people. You know what I mean? Keep your head up, keep your positivity up, dive into some personal development, watch a really motivational YouTube video of Lindsay Matway or Girl Wash Your Face. Listen to Rachel Hollis's podcast. You guys, I just subscribed to her podcast. Do something that lifts you up instead of wallowing in, I just don't know if I'm going to do it this month. Don't say that, you guys. That's going to affect your business. It's going to affect the people around you. And it's just going to affect your mood about this whole coaching thing. This is like a fun business. This should be fun. It should be not super stressful. It's a lot of work, but it's simple work. You just have to make friends, you guys. So I want you to think outside the box. Get into some groups. Go have a play date with a mom that just moved into your neighborhood. Get her to join your challenge group. Explain what you do. Make friends and just make it happen. Okay, you guys? So that's kind of just okay, I'm done. I just wanted to say that because you know what? I know how that feels. There was one month, I remember, I was at Success Club 0, and it was like the 28th of the month, okay? So I'm saying that, and I hit Success Club 6, okay? I hit Success Club by the end of the month. But what I didn't do is I didn't just stop trying. I just talked to 10 more people until the end of the month. I talked to those 20 more people. I made it happen, and I hustled to get there to help those people because I knew it was going to grow my business. Just like Javen said, you do this because you have goals for your business. You have goals for your life, and people need your help. People have goals, and you need to find those people. So don't stop. Just don't stop trying, okay? Hey, Larissa's friend. Are you going to join our team? Isn't this fun? I'm like yelling at everybody.
She wants that backpack so badly. That's all she's been talking about. I'm like, I'll buy you a freaking backpack. Like, I don't care. Just join me.
You can get a backpack. Like I said, 1 month they gave away backpacks for Success Club. It's the best backpack I've ever had. I use it all the time. I'm just saying. Yeah. It's really fun. Do you guys have any questions? Larissa, what's her name? What's your name?
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. My sister's name is Sarah. I won't forget you.
She's like.
Now you will constantly be in my mind until you sign up with Larissa. She's the best coach ever.
Because I have so many people on my team right now.
Hey, we all start somewhere, right? We all build this together. We're all in this together. That's the thing. You don't do this by yourself. You do this for yourself. So think about it that way too, guys. Was this
we
call
need a
helpful?
boomerang.
Yeah, we need a boomerang. But was this call helpful, you guys? Did you find that? Are we at least pumped up a little bit? Can we like go invite 5 more people tonight?
You, Sophie.
Yeah. Sarah, can you freaking just sign up for Larissa's challenge group already? I'm just kidding. I say it how it is.
That's the plan.
No, it's so exciting. Okay, guys, we're going to do a boomerang unless there's anything else that you have questions about. I'm going to...
I had it.
You'll share the slides, right,
I can share the slides.
Jenna?
Yes. Hold on. Oh, hey. I have no
You're
filters.
frozen. Oh, there you were.
I hope I didn't have a bad face. What, honey?
No, you're fine.
Hold on. Oh, wait, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, there's Brooke.
Oh. Perfect.
Mom. Oh no.
Okay, I'll fix it.
I'll do it again because I had the chat box up and blocked Brooke's face.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sorry,
yeah.
Brooke.
Ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, I love all you guys. You're so cool.
Y'all are the best.
The best.
So we're hitting Success Club. We're going for those no's, and we are rocking it.
Yeah, and remember, you guys, if you do come up with any objections or you're stuck on a conversation or you don't know what to say, paste it in our message thread and we'll all help you, okay? That's why we're here. Like I always say before, and sorry, I'm talking again, but when me and Javen first started coaching, I always posted my messages in a message thread and said, what do I say? I don't understand what to say. I don't know what I'm talking about. Somebody help me. And that's how I learned how to message people, okay? So don't feel like you'd ever be bothering the message thread asking for help with how to just talk to people, because that's our job, and we kind of have to learn the right, not the right things to say, but like the things to say that will, you know, make people feel better about themselves and to help them. So just a side note. Okay, you can tell me to shut up anytime, you guys.
No questions. Don't forget about, I guess we're having a DU call tomorrow. I haven't seen that, I'm assuming, so don't forget about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it should be in there. Oh, one last thing, you guys. Hey, it's me again. Our coaching event. So our live team coaching event. I know, hold on. I know Corey signed up, Adrian, and Lori. I have 3 people that said that they were going to sign up. So make sure you put your name in there. I will post the Google form in our message thread again. But you guys have to understand that me and Javen put this event on, so it gives you guys experience going live, talking about coaching, sharing your story. I have to be honest, it doesn't really benefit me and Javen that much. It really doesn't. But we like to do this because it really shows people a team atmosphere, first of all, because we're all a team doing it together. But second of all, it really helps you guys practice sharing stuff about coaching and practice doing your own live events sometime, you know? So I'll post that link in the thread again. But it's like, if you guys aren't interested in doing it, you have to just let us know, because we just won't do it, you know? So just keep that in mind. That's all I was going to say. And that's it. So I will talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye. See you later.